Hello, Miss Angela.
How are
You look
you?
beautiful.
Thank you.
If I could have you just right here. I couldn't think of a more perfect person to be here tonight honoring T.I. Somebody is conscious and aware politically, and also T.I. How encouraging is it for you to see more artists stepping up and using their voice to draw attention to so many issues that are affecting black and brown people like T.I.?
Yeah, well, first I commend Tip because in a lot of ways he blazed the trail for artists all over the country. And I think the most important thing is that it's a lifestyle that he leads both on records and off records. It's important, I think, from him or for him to build a legacy that isn't just about what he's saying in music, but also about what he's saying and how he's living in real life. So whether it's supporting black-owned businesses or providing opportunities for black and brown people in the political process, he does that. And I think it's great for him to finally be recognized for that.
If you look at it, speaking back to T.I. and a number of people, the late Nipsey Hussle, and all its people who have been more involved, bringing more attention to black ownership and supporting black businesses and black people, can you point to an instance or a catalyst, do you think, or a shift in the culture that's happened? Because it seems like it's really been at the forefront in the last year.
Yeah, I think that what happens is black people are a resilient people. And so whenever we're faced with tremendous obstacles, we rise to the occasion. There was a hell of an election in 2016 and where we saw racism not only get a pulpit but be endorsed by several million people in this country and of course Russia. But I think the reality of that is that those are the times where we know to come together the most, and they've been instrumental in that. And I just hope that we continue, that it doesn't take a crisis for us to support ourselves, and I know that's a message Tip also shares.
Looking at your own work, you're such an advocate, a strong voice, a strong leadership for the black community. How do you keep yourself encouraged to go out there and fight the good fight? Because I know it's challenging. Those are things that people don't see that you go through. How do you keep yourself encouraged to continue fighting the good fight?
Yeah, well, I think that one of the most important things we can do to ground ourselves every day is to remember the ways that our ancestors have paid for us. And when I think about all they went through so that we would see a different iteration of freedom, that's encouragement enough. So to Jeandra and Harriet and to Asada, who's still with us, and to all of the other black women, Angela Davis, who I was named after, I owe them my fight, and that's what I'll continue to do.
And one last question before we move on. I know it's not about the ASCAP Awards, but there's been a tremendous response to the When They See Us documentary by Ava DuVernay. Have you had a chance to take it in, and I'm sure you were moved like we all were. What were your impressions as a political commentator and all the common things that have been happening surrounding it since its release?
So what I would first say is that what's most unfortunate is with our criminal justice system, the Central Park Five are not anomalies. It's happened for far too many young black and brown boys and girls and young people in our community, and we owe it to them to shed light on what's happening, and after we shed light on what's happening, to change the laws, whether that's on a local, state, or federal level. So I don't want us to just get mad, or to what I say all the time is it's a shame, and let that it's a shame sink us into apathy, but to really take action and understand that the power is in our hands to change not just the narrative but the outcomes for these very important young people. They're our future.
Thank you so much.